The pool and night have been difficult so far for using only one extra seed slot, but how difficult would they be combined? With no sun from the sky, 2 water lanes, and fog to obscure vision, I fully expected this to be the hardest stage in the game. The first fog level gave me Melonpool, Doomshroom, and Blover. The first fog level gave me Seashroom, Cabbage Pult, and Marigold. I chose Puffshroom, and with it being the first level, spamming Seashroom and Puffshroom was easily enough to get through. The second fog level gave me a very lucky combination: Plantain, Scaredy-Shroom, and Sunflower. I leaked a few lawnmowers early on to be able to get up decent sun production, after which Scaredy-Shroom was easily enough to beat early zombies, with Plantain also clearing out the fog. Football zombies were a bit threatening, but in low amounts they were pretty manageable. The level went down pretty easily. The third fog level gave me Cactus, Hypnoshroom, and Lilypad. Another lucky combo. I was able to pick Sunshroom, and early zombies could be taken out with Hypnoshroom. Once I had decent sun production, Cactus Fan was easily enough to beat the level. The fourth fog level gave me Hypnoshroom, Starfruit, and Chomper. Balloon Zombie meant that I needed Blover, Cactus, or Cattail, but because I also needed sun production, I reset. After an hour of resetting, I got Cactus, Sunflower, and Cabbage Pult. Choosing Lilypad, this became the first combination when I could plant in water and have a damage dealing plant that could take out balloon zombies. But with nothing strong for the early game, this still looked like it could be a struggle, especially with Sunflower instead of Sunshroom. After leaking all of my lawnmowers in the early game to build up sun, I was able to defend with Cabbage Pults. I barely had 12 sunflowers though, and having to dig them up for cacti put more strain on my sun production. Thankfully, I was able to get up a column of cacti and started getting up more cabbages, as they are cheaper for the same firepower. Unfortunately, 2 columns of cabbages and 1 of cacti wasn't enough to deal with the dolphin zombies, who managed to get past. Determined not to give up on my first lucky combination, I tried again. This time, while I let myself leak every lawnmower and pool cleaner, no threatening zombies spawned at the first flag, and I was able to get up sunflowers to fill 4 columns of the land by the first flag. I ended up being too greedy however, and when I couldn't afford a cactus to defend, I let a balloon zombie slip by. It was clear that the second strategy of sacrificing lawnmowers and pool cleaners to greed sun was the way to go, but instead of going for cabbages, cacti would mean that balloon zombies wouldn't be an issue. I was able to gradually grow my defense, and by the final wave I had more than 4 columns of cacti, which were able to beat the level. I didn't know what I was doing in Vase Breaker, but it worked I guess, so success. Fog level 6 gave me Sunshroom, Torchwood and Pumpkin. I picked Starfruit to target the pool lanes as well as to hit the digger zombies. After spamming Starfruit to fill the visible part of the land, I protected them with pumpkins and the level went down without issue. Fog level 7 gave me Blover, Torchwood and Garlic. After resetting a couple of times, I got Starfruit, Lilypad and Jalapeno. I chose Sunshroom and played the early game significantly worse than the previous level, but by the end Starfruit spam didn't have any issues. Fog level 8 gave me Sunshroom, Magnet Shroom and Hypno Shroom. Magnet Shroom was a lucky selection because this level introduced Pogo zombies, which Magnet Shroom could neutralize. Once again, Starfruit spam easily swept through the level. On Fog level 9 I got Marigold, Cactus and Cherry Bomb. Cactus was the only good pick because this was the return of the Balloon Zombie, but there was no way I could beat the aquatic zombies and fall damaging plants, so I had to reset. After a few resets, I got Blover, Plantain, and Sunshroom. I picked Starfruit, and using Plantain to light up the fog in the early game, I was able to see the zombies. By the end, they were irrelevant, because I was using Blover to get rid of balloon zombies anyway. The final wave was much harder than I thought, but thankfully, the lane with the pool cleaner was the only one that leaked zombies. The 10th level was the same again, and with that, Fog is complete. Honestly, easier than I thought. It was more luck based than Pool, but I was expecting to lose more often even with good combinations. Starfruit spam could beat basically any level thrown at it, but all of that is about to change.